Grand day, breath family. Grand day. Hey, Spectacle, what's going on? Hey, Brad. Kid from the block, greetings. So we're tapping into scalar fields today. Did you guys get to catch a sunrise or nah? If you have not, at least catch a sunset. Catch one or the other. Make it a habit. One or the other. We are going on week number 6 of sun breathing. So tap in if you haven't. We also have Breath Dojo literally in a few hours. Literally by the end of the day, starting at 3 a.m. Eastern time. And we're going every 3 hours. It's not too late to get online tickets, in-person tickets. DM me before you purchase if you really want to come in person. But honestly, I think we're full. So keeping that in mind, I caught a double rainbow this morning. Fire. Congrats. They're pretty rare to find. But if you're in tune, more than likely you'll see one in your lifetime, at least one. Oh, okay, the universal algorithm, yeah. Alright, so let's tap into scalar fields. So, with the collapse of Hertzian waveform, the energy contained within the system then move outward in a non-directional and multidimensional plane, keyword multidimensional. The energy is known as a scalar field, and was first theorized by James Maxwell over 130 years ago, and thereafter confirmed by none other than Nikola Tesla himself. But it goes way back, farther than Maxwell, But I just want to give you guys a quick synopsis and then show you a beautiful video of capturing the scalar field itself. Let's see, 3. All right. So scalar fields exist out of relative time and space. They do not radiate as waves to a certain degree, but expand outwards in circles of energy. Scalar energy does not decay over time or distance from its source. It is unbound and capable of passing through solid matter. It has the capacity to carry information and tremendous power. And the last slide, I didn't do the last slide. Oh well. Okay, so let's hop into the video. I want to show you guys a really cool video of witnessing literally birds flying into the scalar field itself. And this is actually pretty rare. It's called murmuration. Murmation. Now watch carefully. Boom. Think that's random? You all think that's random. That's not random. a beautiful symphony. So you're witnessing, if you're just joining, real-time birds literally flying within the scalar field and how that looks and how they're riding the wave. That's not a random formation whatsoever. Yeah, so our ancestors knew this because our ancestors paid attention more, if anything, to nature. So realizing that formation, harmonizing with that formation, it's great to get in the habit of bird watching. It's great to get in the habit of bee watching as well. Bees are also almost the same thing in that regard in terms of scalar, because technically they don't fly, right? They quote unquote levitate. That vortex formation of energy. And if you actually put a GPS tracking system on bees, you see they ride a specific highway. They don't go in random formation, just like the same thing with the aspect of the birds. So that hematite crystal, keyword crystal, crystals hold scalar information as well. The key thing is, how do we activate or get more access to that scalar information? And that's why we use a scalar plate, and we put a crystal on top of the scalar plate and utilize them in combination. So when you get a scalar device, you get the crystal as well, and it creates that piezoelectric effect in formation. That's why the scalar plate is made in a specific design, because that's the way the energy is moving in terms of either the frequency or the Hertzian waves that's infused inside the scalar itself to give off that broadcast of information. So let's go back. If you guys are just joining, we are witnessing scalar fields in real time and what that looks like, and this is a rare occurrence. It's pretty hard to find, honestly, and capturing it on video in terms of this formation. So not random whatsoever. And you see it has like a spiral DNA formation a little bit. Do you peep that? Let's watch it one more time. And if you guys have any questions, let them fly. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the birds definitely know what they're doing. Random whatsoever. This is beautiful geometry within the air, if you will, within the atmosphere. Just like the waves of the ocean, this is literally what the birds are flying on. Look at that. The symphony of life, man. The symphony of nature. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. We just need to pay more attention to it. What's causing the birds to do that? So, if you notice, just like a school of fish, if you notice a school of fish, how they ride in certain formations, well, put it to you like this: water holds memory, right? Water holds a memory as well. So there is waves of energy within the water that the birds are also reading, but fish are also reading to cause them to move in a certain formation in unison, and that is a form of the scalar field, not waves, but fields. Oh, hey, doggy. Oh, here they come. Scalar fields. So what you're seeing here is the birds really riding that wave. It's the same aspect of the bees riding a particular wave of energy, causing them to quote unquote levitate. But of course, birds don't levitate to a certain degree, but you can see the reason why they fly in formation is because they're in unison with the scalar field. So what you're seeing is a beautiful symphony of scalar interaction, if you will, with the energy and information of harmonization with natural law. So that's what you're witnessing in terms of this rare occurrence. And I gotta go soon, guys. So, yeah, what do you guys think? And if you notice, like the atmosphere, you can just feel it from the screen, actually. Oh, someone goes, birds have hollow bones. Oof. Birds have hollow bones. Oh, that would make a lot of sense. So, with the aspect of being hollow, I can touch on that. Oh, I see my cat Gaijin. She's underneath. Yeah, so I can touch on that, and it makes sense that they have hollow bones. So, when something is hollow, right? When something is hollow, what does it have? They can feel it in their bones, exactly. So, when something is hollow, it has like an echo effect, the echo. So, birds, since their bones are hollow, they can really feel the subtle energies within the atmosphere, and this is what you're witnessing. This is one of the instances of what you're witnessing right here and there. But let's say they're in a certain frequency of range. Since they have the hollow bones, they can tell, oh, I need to move in this formation, I need to move in that formation, I need to move in this spot to catch more of the vibrancy, so that way I'm not using too much energy to quote unquote fly. And this is what you're seeing. There's a type of divination called augury bird divination, which is watching the movement of birds. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, let's replay it. I'm playing maybe 2 more times, and then I'm going to end the live here. But guys, blast away your questions, comments. Yeah, I'll play it one more time after this. Here we go. I'm going to restart. So if you're just joining, we are literally witnessing the scalar fields with birds. And this is not a random occurrence whatsoever. Look at that vortex. Look at that. Yeah, one of the clips are literally flying along the wavelength. What you're seeing is a whole amalgamation of wavelengths combined together. I just went over what the scalar fields are in terms of the collapsing wave, the Hertzian wave that collapses and it moves out in circles, in waves. Sorry, not waves, but circular formations. And this is what you're witnessing. Yeah, honestly, it's just one of those videos I can watch over and over and over again. If you guys found value in this, definitely share it for sure. Someone goes, need help on letting go of the past. Well, tap in with the breath. And I don't want to talk about spiritual bypassing in terms of there's only the now, etc. But when you're in tune with the breath brings the past, the future, everything together. It's not just the present, right? It's just like the collapsing waveform. That's what it is. It collapses the past and the future together into the unison of the now. And it's the present is what gives respect to the future and the past the more you're in tune with it. I'll say that. Because a lot of people fall victim or dogmatic into, oh, there's only the now, there's only the present. Yeah, to a certain degree, but we need to honor where the path of our ancestors was laid for us, etc., and giving us the opportunities it has given us, right? And that's honoring all dimensions of reality. And the breath is within all dimensions of reality. It's a form of scalar communication, if you will. So, with that being said, I thank you all for sharing the breath in this moment in time. And if you found value in this, share it. If you want more information on Scalar for free, it is on the product page under articles. We're working on the website. Oh, I see my man here with the metal detector. Yeah, we're updating the website, so there'll be a spot where you can see all the articles and skim through them. But for right now, they're on the product page, and there's tons of articles you can do deep diving on and get more understanding of Scalar, and a lot of options for you to experience Scalar on the biohacking page as well. Remote Scalar, the Scalar pendant we came out with. If you didn't get a chance to see that, super powerful. I never want to take this off. People who are coming to the Breath Dojo, everyone's going to be getting one. I'm going to... when I do events from now on, everyone will have this in their hand. Even if they're not buying it or whatever, I want to put this in everyone's hand and really magnify the energy that will be felt throughout the whole breath experience, if you will. Why do I wear the hat? That's also on the biohacking page. This is actually from Dr. Fred Bell and the science behind that as well. And did you know just the pyramid shape alone, it permeates a scalar field energy. Oh, what a cute doggy. Hi. Do you feel it wearing the... Of course. That's why I never want to take it off. All this time, when I first got this, I didn't know this was a scalar pendant, but it makes sense. There's little tiny pyramids on there. But honestly, this is really powerful. This is really powerful. I'm lost for words, honestly. I never really want to take this off. I don't like taking this off. And this is the same geometric blueprint that we do the remote scalars on, that we put people's pictures on, and the blueprint over it. And it's in a glass, and there's many reasons why we use glass. I go into detail, but think about it like this. It has all prisms of light, and light is communication. Light is a form of communication. Light holds information. So with glass, and you have this imagery in there, it's hitting all the spectrums of the holographic universe, or the spectrum, if you will, to communicate, to give you that resonance of every scalar that we shipped out has. And it's all creating a grid of network all in unison. So I'm very blessed to have gotten to this point and build a community, if you will. And we're just getting started. You know, we started with people. Now we're moving out to farms. Now we're really integrating into businesses. Shout out Dressler Salon. I saw the owner on here, and that's in Munich. So if you're in Germany, Munich, definitely go check out that place. That place is now scalified. And Croatia, next week I'll go into what we're doing with Croatia. There's a gym in Croatia that does rehabilitation, and their basketball team won the championship, I think, 2 years ago, or no, it's been last year. They won it last year, and I'm honored to be part of their squad in terms of the breath work and integrating that. But now we're integrating the scalar aspect in there as well. So yeah, a lot of beautiful things are moving on. Can you touch on scalar for farms? Yeah, so if you know a farm or if you own a farm, we are taking the pictures of the farm and placing it on the scalar for free in terms of the pictures. And what farmers have been witnessing is the soil is more richer. Yeah, there he is. I'm going to pin him right now. And brother, if you're free right now and if you want to share your scalar experience so far, we're actually going to be shipping some scalar devices to that salon. So I'm really pumped for that community to receive that. But Dressler, Mr. Dressler, if you're available right now to talk, you're more than welcome to hop on. Do you have any plans for Africa, especially East Africa? Yes, I do. Before I tap on that, let me tap onto the farm. So what we're doing with farms already, we're placing them on the scalar, and things that shouldn't have been growing around this time of the year is growing in the farms. So that's one of the feedback we've been getting. And think about it like this: we live on an energetic grid of Earth, and when we're more harmonized, or when we harmonize the environment, we're in tune with the natural rhythm, just like the birds, just like you saw, in natural rhythm, in natural law, allowing plants and the soil to be more richer, beyond the aspect of nutrients, right? A lot of people get lost in nutrients. A lot of people with the whole save the soil is getting lost in the aspect of nutrients. Sorry, I'm not available at the moment. Feeding 2 hungry kids, says Mr. Dressler. All right, brother, that's okay. Totally get it. And the sun is finally peeking out. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. And farms, after seeing, I wanted to really target farms because farmers on an everyday basis, they know what's happening on their farm, and they know it's beyond the placebo effect, right? A lot of people say, oh, this is just a placebo effect. Well, farmers see their plants and crops every day, every single day. So that's why I love to target the farmers first, because they know what's up. They know what's happening to the land. They know how things are growing. They know how fast things are growing on an everyday basis. They have a deeper relationship with their environment than most people do in their everyday spaces, unfortunately. And we're also sharing the aspect of how to structure what goes on people's plates, if you will, in terms of that and keeping that resonance. So imagine if you own a farm and you have multiple scalars, because there is a particular farm that we know of that literally bought a bunch of scalars from us. And you're pumping things like anti-anxiety, vitamin deficiencies, ADHD programs, etc. into the food here. Now it goes deeper than just piezoelectricity. It goes deeper than the aspect of just frequency base. Now we're literally programming energetics into food using scalar. Now I feel like we may be years ahead of our time, but I feel like we're just remembering. That's where I'm at. We're remembering, right? Because now we're at the point where scientists are now saying, hey, we can make food out of thin air. Now I don't sound crazy anymore, right? So it's all a game of catch up. That's all it is. It's literally a game of catch up in terms of energetics, because now you have scientists saying you can make food out of thin air and all these different things. To answer your question about here, listen, there's over 40,000 different programs on the scalar, so if that's something you're focused on, it's there. It's here. I just went over DMT and psilocybin and 5-MeO and bufo, also found in the programs as well, and you can experience that without any quote-unquote harmful effects in a sense, and maybe help you see certain, break the layers of the void, if you will. So any more questions, guys? Or any more insights? Yeah, definitely not placebo at this point. Exactly. And we also have a 7-day experience if you go to the remote scalar. So the 7-day experience, it allows you to take unlimited pictures, and even if you are eating, drinking, anything, just taking a picture of that, even if it's by the end of the day, even when we put it on the scalar later, you're still going to feel that in terms of a deep DNA, if you want to call it DNA activation or DNA healing in that aspect, because it's something you're putting in. So it's a different dimension of exploration we're taking onto scalar, and we're seeing very powerful results in terms of people healing their gut with a lot of different things, but utilizing scalar, taking a picture of their food and placing it on the scalar, and give you a hindsight, taking a picture of, if I were to do the 7-day experience and I didn't have access to scalar, or I couldn't do things of that nature in terms of that tier, I would be taking pictures of my house, I'd be taking pictures of the environment I live in, family. So just to give you a hindsight of the direction you want to take it, if you do the 7-day experience, that is one way of doing that. So what is scalar technology? So I'm going to go over this one last time, or you can watch it on repeat. So, with the collapse of Hertzian waveform, the energy contained within the system then moved outward in a non-directional and multi-dimensional plane. What does that sound like to you? Just like the breath, right? The energy is known as a scalar field, and was first theorized by James Maxwell over 130 years ago, thereafter confirmed by none other than Nikola Tesla himself. But I have a feeling, honestly, this goes back to ancient times. If you look at ancient buildings and the way they were formed, no such thing as coincidences. Someone goes, the 528 hertz scalar music you dropped on YouTube is fire. Well, it's thunder emojis. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we just released a scalar video as well, by the way, so go check that out. And you don't have to have the sound on as well to feel what is coming through the screen. So that's just to give you another aspect of scalar. You don't actually, it's beyond the aspect of sound, what you can hear. Scalar travels faster than light and sound combined. So if you ever thought about, hey, what travels faster than light and sound? Scalar, because they're all derivatives of scalar. So you can say scalar is divine energy, but at the same time, just like the aspect of Lucifer and God, in that sense, you could use it in a disharmonious way or more in a harmonious way. So that all depends on you. So scalar field exists out of relative time and space. They do not radiate as waves, but expand outwards in circles of energy. Scalar energy does not decay over time or distance from its source. It is unbound and capable of passing through solid matter, just like Wi-Fi, right? So, you can't see Wi-Fi, but you know it's there. Same thing as scalar. It has a capacity to carry information and tremendous power. Indeed it does. Salud. This is the same thing that Tesla wanted to do in terms of wireless energy. So what is the difference compared to tensor rings? So we actually have scalar infused tensor rings where we actually take a picture of the tensor ring itself and place it on the scalar. We also give you a copy of the blueprint of the scalar as well. What's my YouTube channel? Devon the Black Airbender. Can one use a single scalar sticker / pendant or multiple objects, or do numerous ones have better effect? Yeah, you can scalify anything. The whole aspect of the med bed, you can make your whole house into a med bed. You can make your car into a med bed. Go check out what we did with cars. I might do another experiment with people so they get to experience. But what we did was we had multiple people hop on here. And we screenshot their cars, and I ran EMF detox, I ran chemtrail detox on their cars. And the particular thing was people had more horsepower to their car, which is very interesting. The other thing was Isaac actually hopped on here live, and you could see a circle surrounding his car in terms of the cloud. So it literally became a walking sucker punch. Yeah, so you can literally turn your car into a sucker punch. We are a sucker punch ourselves in that sense, if you will. Can you only use scalar with photos, or you can just be near it as well? Yeah, you can just be near it as well. You don't have to use photos, but the photos give it like a mirror effect. So in a way, you're using the mirror dimension and literally look at it as an energetic fingerprint. So I tell people, whenever you're taking a picture, if you're doing the remote scalar, have an intention in your mind, because that intention will amplify on the scalar. So keep that in mind. Yeah. Alright guys, that's going to be it. But yeah, definitely check out what we did with cars. What's going on, Victoria? Victoria, if you want to hop on here live, some people are asking about the pendant. If you want to share your experiences so far with the pendant. Let's see. Where do you get your rings? Are they significance? The tensor rings you can find on the website alchemybreath.work/biohacking. Definitely check out the tensor ring collection. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, if you guys are just joining, I'm gonna play it one last time, because honestly, it's a video I love rewatching. It's actually going to be one of the layers that I use for the scalar videos. So definitely check that out. Oh, here it is. This isn't random. This is the birds literally harmonizing with the scalar field. And look at the vortex. Look at that. Look at that. Listen, if you have anyone that has any type of nerve damage, play that scalar video that I just released on my YouTube and just place it in front of them and see how they feel. Because people with nerve damage are very sensitive to subtle energies. And why? Because, listen, certain parts of their body is blocked off, right? And some people may not be as sensitive, but most, from what I'm seeing, at least with scalar, at least from in the back of my head, at least with scalar, they can definitely feel it. So if you know anybody with nerve damage, try playing that scalar video that I just released on my YouTube in front of them. You don't need to have the sound on at all to feel what you feel in that sense. So keep that in mind. And yeah, we're just gonna end it there. Are those bats? No, those are birds. Those are birds. Those are birds riding the scalar field. Yeah. So I think I explained so many things already, guys. If you found value in this was great timing too. If you found value in this, share it. And let's push on. Also, if you can take a picture of your water tower or your water supply, we have all the Florida water supply on the scalar right now as we speak. We're going to be putting Brooklyn, Manhattan water towers. Somebody already sent us pictures already on the scalar, at least by tonight before Breath Dojo. And if you can take a picture of the water towers or do Google Earth and take the screenshots of it, that would be great. If you want to scalify your city or your town, keyword city, town, not just a small area. We want the whole city. So just like we did all Chicago, by the way. Chicago's on the scalar. And do you ship worldwide? Yes, we ship worldwide. I just mentioned what we're doing in Germany already. So we ship worldwide. If you have any questions about scalar, and definitely go check out the articles that's on the product page as well, so you can get more background of what scalar is, the new research that's coming out, or the remembrance, if you will, of scalar. You know, just like these ancient churches that showed how they're literally cleansing the air using the sun, gold, and nanoparticles. And it also is an addition to what I've been saying, how before they were used as quote-unquote churches, they were scalar temples. That's just my theory. And some of these temples could harness etheric energy or dark matter, if you will, into the temple. And that's why they had a lot of conductive metals in the temples to get the resonance of the sacred geometric scalar in that sense. Oh, someone goes, I put some stickers on my watermelon yesterday. All right, cool, says Vay. Yeah, we have someone that's also doing the experiment with an apple. So I'm really pumped to see where they're going with that. So, yeah, guys. And by the way, you don't have to put the physical sticker on the fruit. You can just have it laying down flat. That way you don't have to peel it off. And just have it laying down flat and just put the fruit on top of it. You can also do it that way as well. You don't have to physically put the sticker on the fruit. So that way, it's like a plate. It's like a charging plate, if you will. A scalar charging plate. So guys, have a breathful day, and I hope to see you at Breath Dojo. I think round number 2, I'll be hopping on here, and we're going to be making round number 2 free, so you guys get an experience of what Breath Dojo is like. And Breath Dojo, we start 3 a.m. Eastern Time. We go every 3 hours, and you can join in whenever you'd like. If you want to join in online, this is actually the second time I'm allowing people outside of Breath Family to join in online. And you get to keep the playback for unlimited time. and you can join in whenever you'd like. Every session is different and expansive. It's not you don't have to stay for all the sessions. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to experience, you know, doing every session if you can get to that point. Or some days, I think around my birthday, we might do 2 days of Brett Dojo, where not just one day. You know, we have done that in the past. I think Brett Dojo number 4, we did 2 days. Yeah, we did 2 days nonstop, every 3 hours. And it's a type of breath work you're not going to pass out, you're not going to have a seizure, and it goes to show you how deep you can take it. So guys, have a breathful day. If, you know, definitely check out the things that are available. I went through every layer to give everyone an experience of alchemy breathwork, whether it be scalar or breath. You know, every tier that you can experience alchemy breathwork in every matter. So again, if you found value in this, share it. Peace and harmony, guys.